I'm out here with my buddy Steve, and today's October 14th, so deer season opens in 2 days, and we have a backcountry trip planned for next week during the weekdays. And so Steve and I, we're gonna hike into the spot that we planned to backcountry just to get a first glance at what it might have to offer us, because neither of us have hunted this area before, so we just want to come in here. We're probably going to drop off some of our backcountry gear, that way our little hike in next week isn't just as heavy. Season's not open yet, so we're going to go grouse hunting. That's why I have my 17 HMR, but along the way when we were coming up here, I already shot one, so got a nice little rough grouse right here. So anyway, that's the gist. We're just going to hike in, glass around, and see if we can smack some grouse along the way.
Dude, your season's like okay. I know. Even if you don't shoot another thing this year.
So me and Steve, we hiked up that trail, and we got to this little open area, and it's a very nice scenic view from here. You can see a lot of hillsides, and we're sitting here, and Steve's like, "Smong, is that a bear?" And sure enough, we look down there, and guess what it is? It's a bear. And as if like me and Steve didn't learn from our last hunt together, where we need a bear tag, a second bear tag, neither of us went and bought our second bear tag. And this bear is just chilling on this rock surface, in which, honestly, I'm alright with it. I already shot a bear this year. Don't really need for a second bear. Have an entire elk in my freezer too, so it's just neat to see. I just didn't expect to see a bear in that spot right there, honestly.
He's just like on the rock, dude.
Like literally on the rock where there's nothing.
Yeah, there's just a rock. I've never seen a bear just chilling on the rock like that.
That is just crazy.
Maybe he's enjoying the views.
Yeah, he's like us, enjoying the views. And I want to remind you guys, neither of us have ever been here. This is just a scouting trip. We came in here without any expectations of seeing anything, and we've seen a lot of wildlife.
On the map.
Yeah, it's just like literally I told Steve, I was like, "Hey, I dropped some pins on this map. Do you want to go hunt it in this year?" And Steve's like, "I'm down." So here we are scouting it, and there's a lot of wildlife here. We just need to see some deer. A little forky and a nice 4-point. That was way cool, but they didn't spook bad. But I think we're gonna back out. We don't want to push them, so I don't know how far I can lift this, but all right, ready?
No, hold on.
Okay.
You ready?
1, 2, 3. All right, so we just got our food hung up. Now our chores are basically over. We can basically go do whatever we want now. It might rain, it might not.
I think it's gonna rain,
but this trip's already been a success, so we'll see. We'll see what we go do. So, let me tell you guys how much of a not smart person I am. Packed up all my stuff yesterday, laid it all out on the couch. This morning when Steve came and picked me up, I grabbed everything except for 2 pretty important things. Steve was gonna borrow a sleeping pad. Literally forgot about it. It's laying on the couch. And the second thing is my vinyl harness. I forgot it too. So on this trip, I'm going in without my binocular, going in without my rangefinder, going out with a couple spare batteries for this camera, and one of my GoPros. So I don't know, Steve might be spotting all the deer. I do have my spotting scope with me, so once we sit down and do all that stuff, I'll have my spotter out, but no harness on the chest, so pretty curious as to how many deer I will spot. If I spot all the deer, Steve. Oh, I forgot too, guys. In my vinyl harness, I have my bipod and I have my rear rest for my rifle, so I don't have any of those two things either. So pretty much if I get a shoot, then I'm shooting off a bag or just off my knees or just standing up shooting. So anyway, it's just gonna be a little bit different, but that's not the end of the world. So let's get to hiking and get to camp. Good news is our food is still hanging where we left them, so nothing messed with our food. We're gonna find a flat spot. We're gonna set up our tent, drop off pretty much most of our gear. It's gonna rain. It's been drizzling a little bit, so we're gonna try to get everything set up as fast as we can so that nothing gets drenched. So that's the first thing we're gonna do, is just set up camp. That is Steve's little corner.
Stay out of my
This
corner.
is my corner. And then the reason why we're sleeping like this is because we have a stove, and the stove is not inserted up yet because we don't really need it right now, and the rain's kind of coming in, so we don't want any potential leakage into our tent. But just kind of got our gear all laid out all around us. There's Steve getting his pack ready, and then again, just our sleeping area. So what are you doing?
Trying to figure out my rain pants I've never worn.
You're supposed to zip them up the other way.
Huh?
You're supposed to zip them up this way.
Well, obviously.
What
Not
are you
that
doing? Why are they at the bottom? Come on, Steve.
I'm trying here. Not good.
Great work, Steve. You figured it out.
I went to community college. That's where I learned how to put on rain gear.
Like, Steve knows all about human anatomy and how to treat first aid kits, and you know, if I got shot out here, Steve probably know exactly what to do to save my life, but he can't put on rain pants. That's when you know something's wrong with the education system. I think all their deer are low. I think they're all hiding in the valley so that they don't get hit by wind. And so hopefully, like, later, they come out. We're getting hit with like some rain off and on, and the wind is pretty bad too, so we decided to drop down behind these rocks, and these rocks are helping a lot, helping with blocking the wind. And since it's really windy on these ridge tops, theoretically I would assume that these deer are bedded down in the valley so that they don't get hit by wind. And there's nothing out in the opening right now, but it's midday. Deer are probably bedded down in the timber, so I don't know, it might just kill time, and hopefully later tonight the deer, they start funneling out of these valleys and back onto the open hillsides so that we can get a look at them. But nonetheless, we found the elusive cattle, so it's already a win in my book. There's like 10 of them across the hillside. So, from my experiences, where there's cows, there's deer, so we know the deer are here somewhere. We were glassing the hillsides. Nothing, so we're gonna drop down into the timber and just basically still hunt along this backside of this ridge. We're just gonna see if we can basically walk up on some bedded bugs. Haven't seen a single deer today, so they have to be hunkered down in the timber somewhere. We've been still hunting this patch of timber right here. We were moving very slow, so we didn't cover a lot of ground, but it was a very thorough hunt. So we popped out into this open face right here. We glassed across, spotted 3 does. I think Steve spotted one of them way back in the timber up here, and they were working their way out this way. And they popped down to a clearing, but it's 2 o'clock, deer are moving. So we're gonna head over this way, and we're probably just gonna go glass over there for the evening. See if a buck wants to show himself. We just climbed up this ridge, just got to this little knob, and we can see that side and we can see across. And across from us are where we saw those 3 does. It looks like a big doe and last year's fawns. So they're basically a doe at this point, but they're probably like 700 yards away, so we can't do much on the side that those does are on. But this side over here, it's like 400 yards at the max. It's anywhere from 300 to 400 yards, which is pretty ideal. So we got that side, and then we just got a bunch of little finger ridges that drop down from this main ridge over here, and we just have little pockets of clearings that we can last. So we're probably just gonna post up here for the rest of the evening and just see what deer is willing to show themselves. Again, we're hunting a brand new area, so we don't really know like the landscape of it, so we're kind of just, dipping our toes every little spot. So we'll see. You see the third one? I don't see it anymore either. It was like right above them in the timber. Maybe the deer are gonna move early today, dude.
They probably think it's all kept down there.
It's not hot, so they can feed.
The rain stopped. They were probably hunkered down all day, and wind now. They're,
Yeah.
who knows?
Our luck can change in an instant. That's a buck, though.
Yeah.
Range it. How far is that? I need to find him again.
490.
490. Perfect. He's legal.
He is.
Yeah.
You should shoot him.
You want me to shoot him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a big buck.
Shoot him, dude.
4x3.
Yeah.
You want me to shoot him?
Yeah.
Let's wait till he comes up a little bit further. Holy crap, Steve.
I want you to shoot him.
Man,
Dude, go down here.
he is a nice buck.
Go down here, you.
Yeah. What the heck? We're sitting here. We were dozing off. Steve looks up. Steve's like, dude, I've got more deer coming out of the bottom. shoot him?
No, it's all you, dude.
You want me to shoot him?
Yeah.
Like you genuinely want me to shoot
I
it?
totally want you to.
Okay. I'm not gonna deny it. This is a long shot. It's like 490, so I'm gonna try to get set up as good as I can, so. Whew. Alright. Okay.
Let's close it. Use the number that says yards. 480. Make sure you dial right.
Oh, this is extra uncomfortable.
I need to get this under here for you.
Do you mind?
Don't squish my candy. What'd you say?
That's definitely important right now.
Which way's the wind going?
It's going like this.
Okay, so maybe compensate a little back.
Yeah.
You know what to do.
Yep.
Is your camera going?
Yep.
Okay, this is recording.
Okay.
Hold on, don't shoot.
Okay. I'm gonna put my earplugs in.
All right, I'm on it.
Just gonna get comfortable. Just gonna wait till he turns broadside. He's quartering.
All right. Make sure you tell me before you shoot. I'm just adjusting. I'm square on him.
Okay. I want him to turn uphill.
Yeah. You don't look broadside to you.
He's slightly quartering. It's all good. We got all the time in the world.
Yeah. You hit him for sure. I don't know how good.
Huh?
You hit him for sure. He's
Where'd he
stopping.
go?
You see him?
Huh?
He's going down. He's down. Do you
He's
see him
down?
tumbling? Yeah. I'm trying to find him tumbling.
He's down?
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
He's down, dude. He got him.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
No way.
Oh, he's tumbling, yeah.
No way. There's the deer. There's the does. He's crashing?
You see him?
No, I heard him.
I'm trying to find this for you.
Did he go way down?
No.
Like in the timber?
I don't know where he went. No, he's like by those rocks.
Is he?
Yeah, but he was rolling down good. I should have stayed on him instead of trying to find this, but I think you got him.
Did I?
Yep, I saw
Are
him.
you sure?
He was a nice shoulder punch, dude.
Really?
I saw him like this. I think he got dead hard.
I
and
saw-
then he ran, and then he started slowing down, and then he didn't do like the high fall, like he did like.
I saw, as soon as I shot, I got back on him and I saw him like mule kick. I saw him like kick.
Yeah. He got him.
Are you sure?
Holy shit. Oh yeah, that's a dead deer.
Are you serious?
That's a dead deer.
Are you
That's
serious?
a dead deer, man.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I just wanted you to smoke a muley. I don't know, but we'll find him.
Oh my gosh. Dude, I'm shaking so bad.
He should be. Is there another buck for me?
Dude.
Let's watch this here.
I asked you really good because I was like, if you wanted to shoot him, I would have let you.
It just felt so right. It just felt so right, man.
Alright, let's watch the footage.
I'm shaking when I'm like, I'm more shaking than when I shoot. Yeah, no.
That's crazy.
Holy.
We're just cold.
We're just cold. It's
Where,
like,
is this after I shot?
yeah, that's me trying to move it. There, right there. Oh, right there. Oh. He's dead, dude.
Oh,
yeah.
that's a
He's
perfect
dead,
shot.
dead.
That's a perfect
Dude,
shot.
I could see the vapor trail in that thing. And the way I saw the vapor trail going, that 1 second, I was like, dude, it's way high. Like, when I saw the vapor
you see
trail,
the
and
arch?
then it saw arch, and I saw where he punched him, like, that's a dead deer.
Dude, that's as good as it gets. 480. I'm shaking
Look,
so
man.
bad.
Look,
dude.
look right there.
I held a what? Like 1 1/4 MOA
Mm-hmm.
to the left
Dude,
because
that's smart.
the wind was
You
blowing
did
this
perfect,
way.
dude. You did perfect.
And it's almost perfect because this was like the same conditions I had yesterday when I went to the range. The wind was blowing this way. And so yesterday I went out to
You
shoot
just practiced,
600 and I shot 500. And I was like, you ranged it, you're like 490. I was like, no way, that's 490.
Perfect.
And that was
Dude.
freaking epic.
That was epic.
It went from, dude, guys, this is a brand new spot. Steve and I, we have never hunted here before. We literally got on X Maps. We dropped a pin and I told Steve, hey, let's go scout this summer, or we could just go hunt it in the fall. And we never scouted in the summer. We scouted it last week. We came back in here, our first day in here, and I think we got a buck down. That just goes to show you, you just gotta try. You can't kill a deer if you don't try. We literally just came in here. We had no idea about the area. We just said, we're gonna go in there, we're gonna give it our best shot, and I think we just smoked a 4x3.
I'm so stoked.
Dude, I'm
Those are
shaking
still
so
standing
bad.
there.
Oh, man. All right, we're gonna get calmed down, and we're gonna make our way back over there. My stand for my phone, so I'm just gonna have you take all.
Oh, yeah, dude.
All right, so it's been about maybe 10 minutes after my shot, maybe even 15 minutes, but we're gonna pack up. And I didn't know where the deer ran. All I saw after the shot was, as soon as I shot, I got back on the deer and I saw him mule kick. And Steve said he ran, like he side hilled, like straight ran across that ridge. He ran like 100 yards, and then Steve said like he stopped and then he just literally started tumbling down. And it's a very steep hillside, so we're basically cleaning up here and we're gonna make our way down there. Praying he's dead right down there. I'm gonna be honest, where he tumbled, where Steve said he tumbled, it is steep. Like, Steve's literally is worried that my antlers might be busted. But hopefully he got caught on a log or something so that we don't have to literally hike out of the bottom. So, I don't know.
Got something to say.
Nonetheless, hopefully he's down. We have
So literally, when we scouted out here a few days ago, you guys, I was like, man, that's a beautiful country. If I just get to look at this for 4 days, I'll be happy. And Simon's like, yeah, wait till we shoot a deer in one of these canyons. I was like, no, we'll shoot it up higher. Literally in one of the nastiest canyons here.
We're about to experience firsthand how nasty this little valley is right here.
And
But at this point, I don't even care. I just want to go put my hands on them.
Next time, you shoot your deer in a nicer spot.
I did shoot him in a nice spot. Dude, I hope he didn't go die in this stuff.
I think he did.
If he died in this stuff, we're going to have a fun time. Big buck, Steve.
Really?
No. I had to get you.
Dude, he had me.
Those were the 3 does he was with.
Uh-huh.
I literally shot the buck right across, so we're literally just gonna dip onto that side. Hopefully he's piled up across or down there somewhere. Ow. We're in the thick of it. Dude, watch your footing. Dude, we came up a cliff. Oh, how do we get up this? Yeah. Here, I'll try to hold your hand while you cross this part. Yeah, we're rock climbing now. I don't think we're coming back down, Steve. We're gonna go up this way.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. Got it.
Nice. I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
No, but they made it look more easier.
I guess it's easier when you have 4 legs. You're right, Steve. They really did come out right here.
No.
You need help?
I'm good.
Sure.
Yeah. I just slipped. Yeah. Where is it?
No, it's right here. Shot him right up here. He's right here.
Okay. There's blood on that rock right there. You got more blood?
Huh?
More blood?
Yeah.
I don't see any more blood. And then he tumbled somewhere down this way.
Alright, well, let's just go down there.
Yeah.
That crash we heard across the valley was just him crashing. And this is how he laid. I haven't touched him. He's actually a 5x4 if you count the eye guards, which in Washington, eye guards count as points, so I'm gonna count the points. And so he's a 5x4.
Dude, he's a beauty.
There you go. Oh, this junk out of the way. There he is. This guy's got a super white noggin to him. A lot of mule deer bucks, they have a very dark forehead, but this guy's got a really pale one.
But guys, I don't really care. I'm just super thankful for this buck. Super thankful for Steve because he actually didn't forget his binoculars. So thank you, big buddy. Steve and I, we got a lot of stuff to do. We're in the thick of it, and it's like 4:30, so running low on time. We're gonna get him situated and we'll talk back to you. Sun is starting to dip and we just got done doing all the pictures and whatnot, but I just want to take this brief moment to kind of recap what's going on. One thing I want to remind people is no matter how slow your hunt gets or how slow your hunt is, everything can change in a split second. All of today, Steve and I, we were getting rained on. You know, we didn't see a lot of deer until we got basically up to where we shot this buck from. And from that little knob, you know, we started seeing deer. At first, it was just a bunch of does, you know, but it was deer. So it kind of got the hopes up of, you know, there's deer in the area. Besides that, like, there wasn't really anything going on. Like, we got up to the knob up there and we really were just dozing off, like, to be honest with you guys. And like I tell people, man, persistence is really what matters. Like, again, you can go 5 days straight and in a split second, like, your hunt can turn around. And this is exactly what happened. We got up to that knob. All we were seeing was does. We got rained on. You know, it was windy. It was cold. And just like that, just like a light switch, we see this buck and 3 does pop right up. When he comes out, you know, I can see his frame. And I was like, Steve, that's a good buck. Sure enough, we look at him for maybe 30 seconds and we confirm him. He's a 4x3. At least we thought he was a 4x3. We just saw 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So we saw a 4x3. We didn't know he had eye guards, and we didn't know that he had 2 little devil tines behind pointing towards his ears. And I told Steve that whoever spots the deer on this trip gets to shoot it. So Steve spots him. So I literally tell Steve, you get behind the gun, you shoot this deer. And Steve wouldn't budge. He's like, I'm not shooting this deer, you are shooting this deer. I got my gun all set up and I found a little flat bench up along these cliffs and got super comfortable and ranged it like 4 different times. Every single range came out to 480 yards and I practiced a lot. I was actually at the range just yesterday. I shot out to 720 yards. Not that I would shoot a deer at 720 yards, but anything under 500, I was dialed. And so when Steve said this buck was like 480, 490, I was like, dude, that's game on. Dialed up 11 MOA on my 6.5 Creedmoor. And basically there was a wind blowing down the valley. So from my shot angle, it was blowing from my left to my right. So I kind of gauged the wind and I'm like, I'm going to hold 1.25 MOA behind his shoulder. And so if you look on my reticle was basically on his stomach. But that was just to compensate for wind. And I waited for him to turn broadside for me. Turned broadside, let the bullet fly. And in my scope, I saw this buck mule kick. Like, I saw him kick in my scope. And so I was like, that's a hit. But I didn't know exactly where I hit him. Steve, he's my spotter. So Steve literally watches this deer sprint and then just backflip and then just tumble down. Sure enough, we get down here and he's piled up. And so that's it. This is my 2021 Washington mule deer. General season, public land, do it yourself. Absolutely stoked. So with that being said, we're gonna get ready to process this deer and get out of here. We are currently in the middle of breaking down my deer, but look how clean that back strap is. So that is one back strap off of the mule deer right there. It's just, that's why we hunt, folks, right there. Clean, organic mountain meat. That's just one back strap. And then you got the bulk of your meat right here. This is the hind quarter breaking down too. So we're taking our sweet time because we want this meat to be as clean as possible. No hair, no dirt, no ugly cuts on the meat. So that's why we hunt, folks. The best part is when you hunt late season or October and on, there's no flies. All right, so here's
what's left. So we took everything. The only reason why we didn't take the ribs was because the entire ribs, both sides were covered with bloodshot. We tried to salvage the ribs, but I don't know what happened, but that 140 grain ballistic tips just absolutely destroyed all the area around his ribs. So unfortunately on this deer we had to leave behind the ribs, but everything else scrapped off clean. So here's the buck on my back, and it's right around 7 o'clock p.m. and we got a steep climb back to camp, but we should be able to get to camp hopefully around 8:30, maybe 9 o'clock. But no more talking, we got to get out of here. It's dark.
It's not fun anymore.
It was fun when we shot it, but this
I'm
is the
just
sucky
kidding,
part.
you guys. As much as this labor intensive, it's actually really enjoyable work. So
Yep.
that's where the memories are made, right here.
All right, hopefully we'll see you back at camp soon. We could push through, I don't care. I think it's sucky either way. We're in for a world of pain right now. Oh. Whew. I should probably put the camera away.
I fell in there too.
Oh, fun stuff. Guys, you guys can't see me, but we are doing some very fun stuff right now. Definitely not the best route, but definitely not the worst, I feel like. We are currently packing out under a moonlit night. It is absolutely peaceful out here. Just silence. Sun's bright. I mean, not the sun. Moon's bright. And you can literally walk without a flashlight, but currently we're sitting on a cliff face, so you don't want to be taking chances with the moonlight on these rocky faces right here. But we're about halfway to camp in terms of elevation gain. We're almost there. Hopefully we can get there soon and cook a delicious dinner, get all the meat situated. Well, last year's buck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legal book.
Legal buck. All chewed up. Right there. You can come get it if you want it. Yep.
Oh my goodness. Who made her?
Who made it? Good work, Steve.
Dude,
Good work.
what a bunch of memories.
What a crazy pack out. Let's not shoot one down at the bottom again.
No.
We're probably going to do it again anyway, but
I know. We're going to do it tomorrow, but I'm going to say we're not.
well, folks, he's back. Back at the camp. So good to see this. Looks like they're all does.
There's more coming from the woods. I can't see it, but I can see their bodies.
There's more?
Uh-huh. Two
Okay.
more just came out. I just saw them in the forest.
You see this big doe with her
Uh-huh.
2 fawns bullying probably her last year's fawn?
Uh-huh.
That's pretty funny. Alright guys, we made it like 5 minutes in. Glassed up on the hillside. Stay spotted another group of deer. All the ones we see are does. There's more trickling in. Big doe, fawn,
Another doe.
doe.
Those are the
Is there
ones I
more?
saw.
Is there more?
I don't think so. Those are the ones I saw.
Okay.
I wonder if it's the ones. Remember when we scouted, we spooked them in the brush?
Uh-huh.
And it was in that area, but there's the group.
Maybe.
It just makes me sound smarter to say that. Moving, that's cool.
It might show up down over here.
At the bottom.
It's on the rocky outcrop. It's a doe. There's two of them. Okay. Up top. Oh, you mean down here? Down. Just get your gun ready. Do you see him? It's a doe and a fawn. Just like right below us.
Oh, I see him.
We were just walking our way back to camp and walking along this ridge, and just right below us, maybe like 130 yards, just saw the body of a deer in the white rum. So we got down and there's 3 does. There might be more deer. So we're just gonna sit here for a bit.
It's gonna burn it. We need the coals first. I'll get a stick and get coals for you.
That right there is a back strap from a mule deer I shot just yesterday. So this morning we ate like fish, but then you can't beat this. So back strap with Steve's Alpine Touch seasoning. Let's give it a shot. It's so tender. Oh man. Dude, Steve, I'm gonna be honest, that Alpine Touch seasoning,
Something else.
that is good. So tender.
Did you know my wife actually found that, not me? Yeah.
Oh,
So you should probably thank Sarah, not me.
Sarah, I apologize. Thank you, Sarah. Forget about you, Steve. That is good.
All right, guys. I cannot wait any longer. Dude, that's so good.
That is good.
And you just burnt on the outside. That's so good. You look like you're about to have fun.
No joke.
You got this. Is it as bad as it looks?
We just wait till we start hiking.
I know.
It'll be bad.
Even worse, everything from here back is uphill.
One step at a time.
Oh, folks, that is a beautiful sight. We made it back to the truck. Nothing prettier than seeing the truck after a heavy loadout. Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Made her. Dude, I don't know if it's on the cooler.
No, dude. We're basically gonna close out the video here. Steve still has a tag, but
that's a different story.
That's a
That you
hunt
guys-
for.
That's what you guys will see that in a future video.
That's a different hunt for another day. But we got all the meat right here. Got the head tag. Gonna get everything situated. We're gonna head off home. I'll be back up at deer camp basically tomorrow. So we're gonna end this one here. Appreciate you all watching. If you haven't checked out Steve's channel, link in the description. Till then, we'll see you guys back on the mountain, I guess.